Hello. This is Los Angeles. Can you see it right there in the middle of the screen? That's downtown LA, everyone. And I'm shooting this shot. I'm showing you this from an interesting vantage point. This is uh, the cemetery where Walt Disney is buried. And right here is the courtyard. There's this big courtyard where uh, here at Forest Lawn Cemetery in Glendale. And if you go along this way, you can see where Walt is. Okay? It's December 5th, 2018, and it's his 117th birthday. And as you know, if you've been following my videos from before, you'll know that I always make it a point to come here and visit Walt's grave on the occasion of his birthday. I've been doing this since 2008, so this is the 11th year in a row that I've been coming out here and just kind of seeing what's up. I noticed that there's some footprints here. They're not mine, and I have to tell you that I've already been inside of the his little area, his little garden area, because I'll explain to you in a second why. But there have been some people. Somebody was here earlier because it's been raining today. It's a rainy day in LA, and looks like somebody has been here. So I'm looking around also around here to see if anybody has left any trinkets. They usually do, but I'm surprised because there's nothing here this year. I don't know if the cemetery people took it away or, um, I just don't know what the situation is, but it's unusual that there's nothing here on his birthday. So, well, at least I'm here, and I'm not alone. I'm also here with two very special people. I have Renee is here, my friend Renee, who's a student with me. She's visiting from Pennsylvania. She's one of my online students. And Alex is here, and he's a local artist who's also a student with me here in Burbank. My school is the Animation Academy in Burbank, and they're all involved with that. They're both involved with that. And what I did was I came in here a few minutes ago, and I put the flowers. These flowers are from my friend Dan Codron, Flowers by Dan in North Hollywood. He always gives me the flowers for Walt on his birthday. So I came in here because I always have a problem with with the vase that I set up here on the wall, and I always have a problem just getting the thing to stay in one place. So I just took care of it so I didn't have to deal with it while shooting the video. And this is where Walt is, and his wife Lillian, and his son-in-law Robert Brown, and one of his daughters Sharon. So she's not here; her ashes were scattered, but he's here. So anyway, happy birthday, Walt. Happy birthday to you. Happy birthday to you. Happy birthday, Walt Disney. Happy birthday to you. Oh man. Walt, I was thinking about this the other day, and I was thinking, you know, what would happen if you came around, if you came back to Earth in this day and age and approached your own company for a job, you know? But how would people react to that? I mean, like if let's say you're Walt Disney, then maybe they didn't know you're Walt Disney. Maybe you come with a completely different name, all right? And you try, but you're still the same person. You're still the same soul. You still have the same intellect. You still have the same amazing creative mind. And you try to get work at your own studio. I was wondering, like, would they hire you? Like, would they hire you in today's day and age? Would somebody like Walt Disney be hired at Walt Disney Studios? So one thing else that I found out that I really want to share with everybody, because you're such a great American, and I did some research into the space program, to the origins of the space program, of the American space program, and to my amazement, I found out that in the 1950s, NASA was, or I think like in the days previous to the formation of NASA, the U.S. government was not necessarily very enthusiastic about going out into space. I mean, they want to use rockets for ballistic missiles, for military purposes, but they weren't too enthusiastic about going into space. And the people who were spearheading it, the rocket scientists of the time, relied on you. And you gave them the format. You had your television show, and you gave them a format. You gave them that platform, a venue, to actually go and pitch their case, like explain it to the American people, to the world, how we could get into space and how we can get into the moon, how we can get to the moon. And it was because of that all of the enthusiasm for our space program started to evolve and develop and grow among the American public, and that's what led to us eventually, the U.S. eventually being motivated enough to go and follow up on what the public wanted, and we eventually got into space. And you had a lot to do with it, and the scientists of that time credit you with that. So I think it's just extraordinary, just all the wonderful, wonderful things that you've done, really. All the wonderful things you did in your life that's continue to this day. So many people are prospering and enjoying, your legacy and everything that you created and everything that just continues to grow from what you started. So anyway, happy birthday, Walt. And may you rest in peace. And may your memory live forever. We'll see you next year. Goodbye, Walt. Happy birthday.